No,
You know, because it's early here, man.
I know.
It's what? Hey, everybody, welcome to Sunday Morning Live with Johnny Beane. Ron Johnson, is it Ron?
Ron, Rob, Rex, Rick, Rod.
Rex.
Yeah, Rod, Rod.
Rod Johnson. I
Rod
don't know if I could.
Johnson.
I can't even say that name on here, man.
How you doing, JB?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's about what 9 minutes till 9 in the morning out here.
Nice.
Got my cup of Nick Thompson tea. Nick Thompson, thank you again so much.
I got my cup of coffee too. I'm still drinking coffee. It's 10 of 12 here, but I drink coffee right up till about noontime.
Yeah. I do the tea thing pretty much all day.
Yeah.
You know, and then after 5 o'clock, they say, or 5:30 or whatever, I move on to the green tea.
Oh yeah, that's the way you gotta do it. I'm gonna open my chat box. Hold on a second.
Oh, chat box. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, probably somebody's gonna ask some questions. Yeah, so what's new with you?
Man. Oh, let's see. Yesterday, pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
I guess I did a vlog yesterday. Oh, let's see. Yeah.
We got R2, R3s here.
Hey, R2. Hey, man. Happy birthday again, man. I hope you're feeling better.
So is Daybot gonna be working today, or?
Oh,
night
balls. Actually, yeah, I guess it would be. But for now, there's only one. They're only saying one thing. Again, if you guys tuned in Friday for the main show, and it was kind of craziness. You know, it was kind of weird. Yeah. I had the settings set. Let's see if I can remember this. Somebody help me. I had let's say like 9 or 10 different things, you know, cycling through the chat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I added a bot to the chat box basically to help me with posting links to stuff, you know, like links to like, you know, social media, right. You know, subscribe to the channel, you know, whatever, different things. And the way the settings were, it was every 20 minutes per, I think it was set to like every two, there had to be 2 lines of chat to what do you call it? Trigger the thing.
Right.
Every 20 minutes. But if you got like 10 different things, I don't know. Do you know how to multiply or divide? if you got 10 different things going every, you know, so many minutes, and there's things triggering.
Yeah.
It looked like it was way more than it should have been, although I don't think it was. I think it was only because I had so many different things.
Yeah, yeah. But when you would post emojis and stuff like that, it was funny. It would shut you down. It's funny.
Yeah, those are the spam settings, which I hadn't even looked at yet. If you posted like 3 emojis in a row, it considered that spamming. If you typed in all caps, it considered that spamming, which actually most people consider that spamming anyway. You know,
yeah,
considered yelling is what it is.
Oh, there he is. There's
Nightballs is in here.
Nightballs.
Okay, so that's
Jay says hello, gentlemen, but he uses the term loosely, so that's cool. What's up, Jay?
let me open up my. Let me see. Oh, okay. You liked my post in the group. Okay, I can go there and open up the chat room. I haven't even had a drink of my coffee yet, man.
I know.
Hey, God. Man, this reminds me of we actually used to do this.
Yeah, we did.
A long time ago, we used to go live, you and me, on Sunday mornings. Do you remember that?
Go live, yeah. Like we were doing that right up until about 2 years ago. About 2 years ago, we were going live Sundays, sometimes Saturdays. This actually usually works pretty good for me. I actually am not working. I work part-time as a part-time cop. I use that term loosely too, Jay. But I do some part-time police work.
Part-time or cop?
Both actually. This is one of the first weekends I've actually, you know, not had to do that. I haven't signed up for any shifts, so because my main job at the school as the director of security. School starts next week for these kids. It's private school. So I'll be dealing with that, and then I'm, start teaching martial arts again to the students, and then I'll still be doing some police work, obviously, but I'm not going to take as many shifts on the weekends because I want to kind of take some time and enjoy my weekend. So today I'm actually, my daughter and I are going down to meet my girlfriend and her little girl, and we're actually going to go to the fair. So it's something we set up. So that should be kind of fun. So thought we'd go live for a little bit. We should do more of this. I like this on the weekends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, well, it gets me out of bed, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's cool.
No, I was already up.
Yeah,
I was already up. Let's see. Okay, for some reason my chat box doesn't want to.
That's all right. I keep an eye on it if you don't want to open it up.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason there isn't one. I don't know why.
I see you got the '84 Kramer in the back. Love that guitar. That's a great guitar. We were actually talking about our '84 Kramers on Friday night, weren't we? Nesdal and I had ours out, so it's kind of cool. Johnny's got his out. It looks really cool with the white pickup in it. Looks awesome.
Yes. Oh, I wouldn't have it any other way. I like it because it's different. And to me, it looks, if you got the white pickup. I mean, actually, it's off white. It's actually cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, it makes it look like one of those like backup guitars that you never saw.
Yeah.
With the yeah, or like a yeah. So that's why I dig it. That's why I like it. Okay, I got the chat going on here. Steve Anderson.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, man.
Morning, Amanda. How are you? R203 Locking Nut says, what am I holding? I'm actually holding my PV Wolfgang Deluxe. It's got all the hardware from the '98 tour on it. It's the 5150 like Ed's, and it has the Fernandez sustainer in it. So this is what I'm holding. I got this guitar from Hubbard back about a year or so ago. It's got the big route in the back for this Fernandez stuff and the battery cover. This is a great guitar. This is a combination of Ed's, it's kind of a combo guitar that we put together. Basically, it's a combination of Ed's PV tobacco quilt top that he put the 5150 logos on at the end of the '04 tour, and the Year to the Day sustainer guitar, and the '04 Cherry Burst sustainer guitar. So it's kind of a combo of those three guitars. And that's why I put all this hardware on it. Chris had already had it all routed out. So I really love this guitar. As a matter of fact, I was kind of working on kind of something cool this morning. Just a song you guys might remember. You guys know what that is. But starts out in drop D, then it goes down to goes back to standard, something like that. I'm trying to get back to learn It's About Time. It's been a while, but it's kind of a fun song. But this is a cool guitar because I mean you can just mess around with that, with that sustainer. It'll just sit there and go forever. Kind of cool little toy. It's fun. So that's what this is. That's definitely.
Oh man, keep going. That'll eat up another 30 minutes.
Yeah. If any of you guys saw the if you get on YouTube and you type in "It's About Time" video and you watch the "It's About Time" Van Halen video that came out, it starts off with some really cool noises he's doing. Yeah, it is a cool guitar, Steve. I really love this guitar. And it will R2, R3. It'll sustain. It'll just keep going and going and going and going and going. But he starts off and he's doing this thing where he hits the harmonic and he's just doing this weird kind of thing. And these sustainers are set up pretty cool. They have 2 switches here. And if you have both switches in the down position, how this was set up, basically the guitar just plays like a regular guitar. It won't sustain. It's just a regular guitar. And if you use your toggle switch here, obviously up is the bridge and down is the neck, you know. When you hit this switch right here, this turns the sustainer on, the first switch. If you guys can see it right here. So that turns the sustainer on. So now if I hit a chord, the chord will just sit there and sustain. It'll just go forever. Now if I hit the other switch, it turns it into a harmonic.
Man, so it's like a boost?
It's kind of like a boost. I still don't quite understand. Like I said, with both switches turned off, this just acts as a normal pickup when you have, you know, when you're down in the down mode. But when you when you switch the sustainer on, even if the toggle switch is on the bridge, it kills the bridge pickup and goes to the sustainer. So it's such a cool little thing. I'd never had one of these guitars. I never even played one, but they're so fun to mess around with. The thing about it is you can sit there for hours and just sustain and have fun and do cool stuff. It's actually hard to not
and do other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. This is not the kind of guitar you actually want to use if you really want to get something done, unless you want to just have fun with it all day. I mean, if you're Eddie Van Halen, you incorporate that in your playing, but if you're just an average Joe like me, you know, I just sit here for days and mess around with this thing. And it is a lot of fun. It really is. It's great. It's a great little toy. It's kind of like a trans trem, you know, when that it's such a fun little toy. You can just sit there and play with it for hours, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that looks, I've never had one of those. Actually, I was doing some recording, what, a week ago? 2 weeks ago? I forget. And I wanted to use my what do you call it? What's EBO?
The Ripley?
EBO.
Oh yeah.
You know what an EBO is?
Yep.
It's basically the same thing as that, but it's a handheld device.
Right.
I wanted to use that on a guitar track I was doing, but it's gone. I can't find it.
Yeah.
No idea where it is.
Right.
Cool.
Tessie Switch just kind of explained it in the chat room. Yeah, it does. It acts as kind of like a magnet, and with a vibration of the strings, and just continues to go and go and go. So when you hit a new note, it catches up to the new note, but it just continues to continue the vibration. So that's where the sustain comes from. What I find interesting is, like I said, the 2 switches. Like I said, one switch turns it on, which will just continue to, you know, hold a chord. And another switch basically turns that note into a harmonic. So it's really kind of cool. They're fun. They're definitely fun toys. I'd never had one. I'd never played one. I'd never had one. And Nesdal got one on his green. And that's the first time I tried it. But the funny thing was, when I first tried Nesdal's a couple years ago, when he got that green Wolfgang, his sustainer wasn't wired right, so it didn't work. So when I first tried it, I'm like, this is weird. It's, you know, I didn't know if you had to have some kind of a special touch or something like that. And neither one of us really knew what the deal was. So when I ended up getting this one, I kind of expected it to be like this. If you guys get on my Instagram page, you can see I did a little video. You have to scroll down. But I did a video the day I got this guitar. I literally just turned my camera on, just messed around with it. And right off the bat, it just works like a charm. So I called Dave that night. Hey, dude, something's wrong with your sustainer. It's not supposed to work like that. Dave was like, well, bring yours down. So I was actually planning a trip down there a week or so later, and I went down and brought this down. And, of course, this thing just, you know, sung like a bird. And Dave was like, oh, something's wrong with mine. So he ended up getting it wired right, and now the thing sounds perfect, sounds great. It just was a wiring problem. It wasn't wired properly. But,
well, that was the green one, right?
that was his green one, right?
I remember we did an unboxing for that, and the battery fell out the back because there was no back plate.
Right.
It's on video here. You guys can look it up. Yeah. Hey, Caleb. Yeah, tuning in to see the Nightbot. Nightbot has chimed in, I think, 3 times since we've been on.
Yeah, yes. Nightbot.
Or what do we call it? Night balls?
Night balls.
Is that it?
Night balls. Day balls.
Man, but hey, that's a cool guitar, man. And
yeah, it's definitely a cool one. I like this guitar. It's got a really cool pattern to it. It's a really cool flame pattern. Like I said, here's a picture of what I was trying to create well, not me, but Chris made it. But this is kind of what we were trying to go off of. So you can see here Ed playing the original 5150 PV standard, and then you can see him here in 04 with the Cherry Burst one with the sustainer. So this guitar is kind of a combination of these two, and also the year to the day, obviously the year to the day guitar. But yeah, it's a great guitar. The neck on this is a PV Wolfgang special neck, but it doesn't feel like your standard PV. It feels a lot thinner. It's strange. But I got the same stickers on it that Ed had, and this pickup is actually an EVH pickup. It's not a PV. I guess Chris had swapped it out, and then, like I said, we have all the hardware, and it's like sacrilegious. Some people are like, "What did you do? What did you do? You stuck all that crap on your." I can't tell you how many people have messaged me that aren't, you know, or that aren't Van Halen people. I'm like, "What's that crap all over your guitar?"
They don't know what it is. Well, I mean, it makes it stand out, you know. So it's cool.
Yeah. Well, even on my purple PV. On my purple one, this is the one I got from Scott Smith. This is my purple standard. I even did put these on there, put the extended mic clip on, you know, for this one. This is a great guitar too. So again, you know, it's just I like my guitars to be more like Ed's, so that's why I do that with them. I mean, even on my Stealth, on my USA Stealth, I did the you know, I don't know if you can see. I put the electrical tape right here, like Ed had on his.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
But
that's cool, man. That's cool. I got to turn my mouse back on. I got a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse for this laptop over here.
Oh yeah.
So I can actually use it. So I can actually scroll through and I can type. You know, let's see, where is it? I can say hello to people. Let me see. I think Tessie Switch said something. The sustainers are the coolest thing ever. He said something about an EBO. I saw something. The sustainer uses electromagnets to keep the strings vibrating, and I believe it changes the shape of the magnet field to make it a harmonic. Tessie Switch says that makes sense.
It does, and he just also said that he also just added that the tape on the pickup is to keep, you know, from getting the strings caught when Ed's doing the, you know, he's doing dolphin stuff, which is true, and that's why he's got the rubber band on and the tape on the Tour Relic. But Caleb asked how many guitars. Right now I'm at 30. I'll have to do one of these days. I'll do another rundown of all my guitars. But I'm at 30. I have the green Ernie Ball Music Band coming back, hopefully in about a week or two. Craig should be finishing up with that. I'm going to be the little baby 2007 tour little guitar Frankenstrat will be coming in this week too. That'll be a little fun toy to have. And on Wednesday, I'm meeting Dave Nesdahl and I'm picking up my new Shark, the Donnie Shark that Nick painted. And the only thing I'm going to actually do to it, and I kind of got this little idea I'll tell you guys about. The only thing I didn't really like on that guitar, when I got rid of mine, I obviously sent it out as was. But Dave didn't have one of these harmonica bridges on it, and I really like the harmonica bridge on that Shark because that's just how it is today. So I found this Gibson bridge on eBay about a week ago when I finalized the deal with Dave. So this is all ready to go. And the only other thing one of the things I was working on yesterday was, and for those of you guys that want to try this, you got to be careful when you do it, but it works. I couldn't figure out how to make the tuners on that guitar. It's so hard to find the double tab shallers. You know, I have one on my 5150. That was, you know, thanks to Mark Blankenship. But to find 3 gold and 3 chrome double tab shallers is so hard. You can, you can switch the 3 gold out with the big heads and all that. That's easy enough to do. But finding the double tabs is difficult. So I said that's the one thing on that guitar that I wanted to do. So I got this kind of a harebrained idea yesterday. I was talking to Hubbard on the phone. I said, I got an idea. I had 3 no-name gold tuners downstairs. They might have been Godos. And I had 3 old chrome shallers. So I took each tuner with a pair of pliers and very carefully snapped off the tabs. So the tuners, I mean, you can still use them, you just won't be able to screw them down. I snapped off the tabs. And luckily, I didn't break any of them. They snapped off right where they attach. And then I took each tab, the 3 gold and the 3 chrome, and I took them out to my bench grinder, and I just ground the part that snapped off flat, so it was flush. So when I get Nesdal's guitar, all I need to do is just stick them right up, butt them right up against the part of the tuner where they would normally come out if they were double tabs, put a screw in it, done. It'll look exactly like double tabs. So, I mean, if you look real close, you might be able to see a little crease, but I might even take my little soldering gun and just drop a little piece of solder in there to make it look smooth. But that seemed to be the poor-man way to make double tab tuners, so that's what I'm going to do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Is Bruce in here?
I think so.
Is that Bruce?
Bruce.
Hey, guys. Who else is in here? We got thrash metal and fun riffs. We got Caleb Rapoport. Caleb had a great time Friday night on the Late Show with John BL. That was a lot of fun. Quentin James is in here. Guitar Girl KB. John Parson. R2, R3, of course. Again, happy birthday, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. How many wolves and which are your absolute favorite? I think Caleb was asking you.
Oh, boy, that's a tough one. I like them all, but probably my absolute favorite one, just because I like just the idea of it and just the cool factor of it, is the Tour Relic. The Tour Relic is just the coolest one to me. You know, right down to the checking in the body this is just a cool. I really dig this guitar. This one is a lot of fun. This is probably my favorite. It plays amazing, but yeah, that's a cool one. I don't know if Van Halen ever went on tour again. I'd love to see him play that Tour Relic again. I just really like that. I love the Stealth too. The Stealth is great. The PVs, they're all cool, but that's probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool guitar. Cool guitar. I mean, we got to see the real one, of course, you know, on the last tour. I got to see one of them close up. Didn't get to hold it. It was in a display case at the NAMM booth. This would have been the year they came out, so it wasn't last year. I don't think it was even the year before. I think it was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
2, 3, a few. And Nightbot is back. Hey, Nightbot. Everybody, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Click that link. And if you're already subscribed, it'll tell you, I think.
I think Nightbot's in a good mood today, too.
Huh? Oh, good mood? Oh, yeah.
Nightbot seems to be in a good mood today.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
I'm going to show you guys a picture here. We're talking about
2016 NAMM. Okay, thank you, Caleb. Yeah.
Where is that?
That was a good NAMM. That was a good year. Had a great time.
Today was it? Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, the EVH Con is coming up soon.
When's that happening?
That is October. Oh my goodness, October 20th, I think, 2021. I have to look at my calendar. I'm just trying to show you guys a picture real quick here of something.
Are you going? Are you going to be there?
Yeah, I'll be there. Hang on one second. Where's this picture I was trying to show you? Yeah, I'm going to be there. Chris Hubbard is coming. I was telling Dave the other day he's coming to stay at my place for the week, and then we're gonna head down to the con and hopefully hook up with Scott Smith too. Scott wants to show us his room, which I'm dying to see because I've never seen it. Where is this picture?
Awesome, man. That's cool.
Yeah, we're supposed to take a trip to Scott's place, and he's going to show us everything. And it's, like I said, that's going to be really, really exciting. I'm excited about that.
Man,
hold on one second. I got to show you guys this. You guys are going to like this. I can find it. Don't you hate it when you're looking for pictures? And oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so here's a picture of me actually about a year and a half ago, holding my tour relic and the real one. And again, the real one was just awesome. You know, it was really cool to hold them both together and just check them out, you know. But so that was kind of neat. It was a lot of fun. And that was the time that I actually got to see the real Frankenstrat too.
One of the relics, yeah.
Yeah, the replicas.
Replicas, yeah. I got to play one of those. There's a music store up in Danville, California. I don't think it's there anymore. It was on consignment. I got to play one a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And actually there's videos on the channel here. Just search, you know, keywords, I don't know, Danville.
Oh, I remember that video. Yeah, yeah.
And man, I'll tell you, that was the most amazing guitar to play all this stuff.
Yeah.
All that style, the Van Halen, all that guitar. Easiest guitar I've ever played in my life, as far as playing that style of guitar.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I
that's how this one was too. This one was really simple. I messed around with it for a little bit too. I didn't plug in, but I just played it acoustically, and yeah, I mean, just hitting chords, and you know, the notes just, you know, they just flew off. Yeah, it was so simple to hit stuff with it. It was like it played like butter. Nice neck on it, real nice neck.
Oh yeah, yeah. Even acoustically, that guitar sounds great.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Hey Joe, I'm up early.
What's up?
Sunday mornings, like, well, you know, the rooster goes off, and you got to get up.
You got to get up. Yeah,
I got to let the chickens out. I got to feed Buttons the cat. Howie has his business he has to do, and then his breakfast, and
yeah,
you know,
yeah. Buttons the cat. I like that.
Buttons. Yeah. Oh, you got yours right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jelly Bean just popped in. She's in here. Say hi, Jelly Bean.
Oh, I thought you said Johnny Beane. I thought you.
Johnny Bean's and then I still have Barney's still visiting. He's going back home today.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
Oh, he was looking at the cat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They love to play together. So the cat is twice the size of the dog. It's so funny because she's so fat, you know. And he's just
see you, Jay.
See.
Oh, hey, Nightbot. Welcome back.
Hey, bot.
Joe, what are you doing, man? Joe, do you want to jump in? Joe Wentz is in here.
I was just watching one of Joe's old videos the other day from a couple of years ago where he was unboxing one of his Wolfgangs.
I remember that one.
Yeah,
I remember that one. Yeah, I was just watching one literally before we jumped on here. Joe tagged me in a video on Facebook. Yeah. Joe, was that you actually singing? It was him doing Huey Lewis and the News, Heart and Soul.
Oh, nice, nice.
And it was a video of him. Were you lip syncing or were you actually singing, man? It sounded like you. I imagine that whenever I think of Joe Wentz singing, that's the voice I hear.
Oh, yeah. I remember Joe did that unboxing. He pulls the Wolfgang out, and he was just so amazed that the thing was actually in tune. And he plugged it into his tuner, and he's like, "Oh, I guess it's not really in tune."
Man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you ship guitars, they can't be always in tune, you know.
No. Usually, when I ship guitars, I'll actually loosen the strings a little bit to take a little bit of the tension off. That's what I've always done.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, that's what you should do. I mean,
yeah.
You should never send, especially with the if you have the locking nut.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can't have the stuff tuned to pitch and clamp down.
Right.
Joe says he just woke up and he's getting ready to go. That was not you singing? Oh man.
Oh, Joe, you're working on Sunday? Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Awesome. Thank you, Tessie. He says he just pressed the thumb. And also, Tessie, I saw the comment says he's got a what's that thing I was talking about earlier? The EBO.
Oh, right.
An EBO if I want to borrow it. Dude, if you're serious, there's an address right down below in the description. I think all the way at the bottom. Feel free to send it over if you want. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to use it. I don't know where mine is. I've had one for 20 years and it's worked, you know, all these years, and for some reason it disappeared, you know.
Yeah.
Usually it usually sits right here on my desk. Actually, it probably is sitting here. I've got a black desk and the EBO is black, so it's probably sitting right here. I can't see it. It's
yeah, it's probably right there. You'll find it as soon as you.
And I'm wearing sunglasses inside during the day, which it's probably sitting right here. I just can't see it. But no, seriously, it's not here. I looked all over for it. I think it was one of those times where I had to clean my desk, or it's probably in a case somewhere. I probably took it to the last gig. You know, the stuff gets switched from case to case to case, and I don't know where it is, but.
Speaking of stuff, I just ordered the EVH 5150 chorus pedal yesterday.
Oh,
so that should be
cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna hook that up to my main rig here, my wet dry wet, because I'm hearing from people that actually is even better than the PS6 Harmonist for as far as a detune. I know it's not a detune pedal; it's a chorus, but the fact that it doesn't have a rate on it, it just has the intensity. I've been doing a lot of research on and talking to people that actually have them now, and Hubbard just called me the other day and he's like, dude, he's like, take your PS6 and throw it in your practice rig and use the 5150 chorus on your main rig, and he's like, it's going to get you even closer to that stereo detune, because when you run it stereo, which I will, you'll have it go into each of the PBs on each side, and then the 5150 50 watt head will be the dry one in the middle. Between that and then my Eventide time factor, he said it's going to give you that huge stereo sound. And he said you got to play with the volume a little bit to get the volume just right. But he said if you run that intensity at about 10 o'clock, he said that seems to be the sweet spot for that balance era sound. So it should be coming in sometime next week. So that'll be kind of fun. I'm hoping to have it for Friday night. If we do a hangout Friday night, should have it in by Friday. So should be kind of cool.
Oh, that'd be great, man.
Yeah,
that'd be great. Yeah, I got to get one of those too, man.
I hear that. I mean, I can't hear enough good stuff about him. Everybody is just like, wow, this is like one of the best chorus pedals out there.
Yeah. Well, the review that I saw, I think it was, I don't know if it was Premier Guitar or Sweetwater. It was like one of the first ones.
Yeah.
And the guy was playing, and he turned the thing like all the way up. And it gave you just this like insane, crazy sound, which most people wouldn't be able to. They'd be like, "What's that?" They would turn it back down.
Yeah.
What I heard, I liked better than the normal sound.
You know what it reminds me of? I don't know about all the way up, but if you get up past halfway, it turns into it really is a heavy, as you know, heavy. But it reminds me of kind of like the solo and Not Enough. That kind of underwatery, it's got that kind of underwatery kind of sound. and again, I don't know what he was running back then for that sound. It might have been
that's a Leslie, is what that is. That's basically that's almost like an open amp with like a fan kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know,
that's kind of cool. But yeah, I agree with you, Johnny. It's got a really, for regular playing, maybe a quarter to halfway seems to be that sweet spot for what most people like. But if you go over halfway, all the way towards all the way up, it's got some really interesting sounds. It's cool.
Yeah, well, that's what I like.
The only thing I need to figure out is the buttons on the side, input, output, dB. I got to figure out what to have those set at because I'm running it through my effects loop. So I don't know what's gonna. I'll have to play with it to figure out how I have to have those set.
Oh yeah, definitely run it through the effects loop.
Yeah.
Run your chorus, run your delays, all that stuff through the effects loop separately. Yeah. And you're going to get a much bigger sound than if you're running it in the front.
Yeah, it's actually a good thing to talk about real quick. I have to go in like about 3 minutes, but I just wanted to say real quick that was a question the other day. Someone asked me, and Johnny, I'll let you get in this too. They said, how do you run your effects? And it's funny because the way I run my setup is my eventide time factor for my delays and my chorus or harmonious, whatever. It's in this case, it's going to be the 5150. Those are the only two effects that I run through the effects loop because that seems to be the best sound when you run those through the effects loop. In line with my amp, I run my wah, my super octave, my flanger, my phaser, and my noise gate. Those I run in line with my amp because those sound better in line, especially with a flange, But I always tell people, delay and chorus, run those through your effects loop. I mean, it's situational depending, of course. Not everything is the same. It's not that black and white. But for what I found, especially the way I have this set up, the effects loop gives that the biggest, huge sound. And that's why I'm really excited to see how this 5150 chorus works out. Because the way I have the time factor is out of my, I'm going to show you real quick. This is my setup right here. So here's my 50-watt head with my 1x12. And then I have a PV 5150 combo on this side and a PV 5150 combo on this side. So the two PVs are basically running on non-gain channels. They're running on the they're really not being utilized at their fullest potential because this head is what's powering everything. So that's wet, this is dry, and that's wet. So basically out of the effects send out of my 50-watt head, that's going to go into the EVH chorus. Then the chorus goes into the time factor, and then the time factor goes into this PV and also goes into this PV. So it sends a chorus to both of the PVs, and it sends a separate delay to both PVs because the time factor can run multiple delays. So on this 5150, you have a delay that's something, I forget what it's set to, but it's basically bup, 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 bup. And on this one, you get bup, 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 bup. So you get that pinging effect like Ed had in Balance. This head is basically dry. So what the effect, and then down here are my effects, which are all run in line with the amp. So that seems to give this incredibly huge stereo chorusy sound. And it's just amazing. That's how you can run a wet, dry, wet rig. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how that works with that, with the chorus pedal. I think it's going to be really nice,
Oh, looking forward to hearing that, man.
I mean, the PS6 harmonious is great. I mean, I'm like I said on that. This is my little practice rig over here. It's a 5153 50-watt combo, and I got my DD3 delay and then my PS6 harmonious, and that sounds cool. But I'm really excited for that chorus to be part of this main rig here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so you got to run?
I got about 2 minutes, but you still jam to that 5150, the main head? Your main 5150?
Oh, the PV?
PV?
No, I haven't used, well, last time I used that, it was it was a while. It was a while ago. It didn't sound right. I need to get the tubes changed in that thing.
Yeah.
That's what I got to do. And I know Joe Wentz was telling me, you know, what to get and what to use, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that at some point. But like I kind of said this the other day at some that's really not my main amp
Right.
anymore. So it's not a huge priority to get that thing running.
Yeah. Yeah. It's such a cool amp though, and that's the block letter rig too.
Yeah. It's the first one. The first one. Yeah.
If you guys want to see a really good video, and I've seen it before, but I just watched it again yesterday. Tone Talk. Mark Kazansky and Dave Friedman did a really awesome interview with James Brown. It's about a 3.5 hour video they did, and I just watched it again. And James really seems like an awesome guy. I've never met him, but seems like an awesome guy. I'm friends with him on Facebook, but it seems like he went through the whole setup of how he developed that amp with Ed and what they were thinking back in those times, and he talked about the combo. And it was interesting because he says everybody has this misconception that the block letters are different than the signature ones. And he's like, the only thing is, he said, we started doing differently was we ran out of Sylvania tubes and we started going with a different type of a tube. But he said basically they were pretty much the same, you know, pretty much the same thing. But if you want to check out a really cool video of the PV 5150, and he talks a little bit about the 5152. It's a really cool video of Dave and Mark interviewing James and how we developed that amp. It was really cool. And watching it again, I got more out of it than I did by seeing it the first time. You know? Pretty cool.
That's cool, man. That's cool. And yeah, as far as those amps, yeah, even changing the tubes can change the sound.
Oh,
changing your cable will change the sound, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Everything affects the sound of the guitar. Even, you know, a different set of hands will change the sound. It's all it's all different. Hey, Michael B. Yeah. Okay, so we're good?
Yeah, we're good. I gotta get rolling. But yeah, maybe I'll catch you guys next week. We'll do something this week coming up.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that'll be awesome. Let's see. I think do you remember Larry Riker?
Know the name, yeah.
You remember him? We had him on like how long ago was that? A few years ago. It's been a while. He had this Kramer guitar that he wanted to show off, and he thought it was a rare guitar. And anyway, he contacted me the other day. He I guess he wrote a book on guitar or guitar chords or something, and he's going to come on later. We're going to talk about his book and so I don't know what time that'll be. That'll be at some point today. Probably later this afternoon or this evening, I'm thinking, because he was telling me he wanted to, I don't know.
Well, nice. Don't miss it. Yeah, tell me so.
Yeah. So look forward to that later today at some point. Make sure if you subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you'll know exactly when we're on, whenever that is. I don't know. Could be anytime. It's only 9:35 in the morning here, and I'm thinking about some sort of breakfast or something, you know. So maybe I'll
maybe Nightbot will make you some breakfast.
Go out. Well, I guess they could, you know. So I'm gonna go get something to eat somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe I'll hit up a Starbucks, and I don't know. So thank you, Steve Anderson. 415-952-3263. If you want to join the Discord, the Johnny Beane Discord server. Where is that?
Cool.
There it is. Send a text to that phone number. Tell me who you are and you would like a link, and I'll let you in. You still got to jump in there. I don't think you're even in there.
No, I'm not. I got to do that. I have to. I keep forgetting. I'm going to do that. I will absolutely do that.
It's fun, man. We have a great time over there.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
It's a cool. Right now, it's not private. Well, it sort of is. It's not public. But I think it will go public at some point. We just need to get some more admins over there.
Yeah.
You know, that's the only thing. Thank you, Bruce. Thrash Metal, Terry's GG&G, Arby's does a good breakfast. Yeah, the closest Arby's to me is like 45 minutes, and on a day like today, getting over that mountain would not be. But take out because everybody's coming to Santa Cruz right now to Beach Boardwalk, right?
Right.
So, so I could get out of town if I wanted to get back. It would take me hours and hours and hours to get back. So, yeah. Amanda, you smell food pics in the Discord? Yep.
Great to see you guys. Where's Howie?
Great to see you. He went back to bed.
Oh, he did?
He went back to sleep. Yeah. I think I'll get him up. I think we'll jump in the car and we'll go get something to yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for jumping in this morning. Rob, great to talk to you.
Yeah, you too, Johnny. Thanks to everybody, and keep your eyes out for this week for the new Shark. I should be getting it on Wednesday, and like I said, I'm bringing my girlfriend's mother to the airport in JFK, so it's going to be a 3.5-hour drive. I'm supposed to meet Nesdal at the airport, and he's going to have the Shark. So keep your eyes peeled for the new and improved Shark. And like I said, hopefully the Green Music Man will be coming in soon, and then the little baby Frankie and the chorus pedal. So we got some cool stuff coming to talk about. So
awesome. Okay. All right, everybody. See you guys a little later today with Larry Riker at some point. So, hey, Danny Alexander. Good to see you, man.
Hey.
All right. Rob, don't hang up. I want to show you something real quick.
Yeah.
I was going to show this on here, but I probably shouldn't. Just hang on. I want to show you. It's pretty cool. Okay. All right, everybody. See you guys a little later today.
See you guys.
All right. johnnybeane.live